Hello everyone, it is Lucy and today it is the best day of the year for the girlies. I thought it would be fun today to review some of the outfits that the celebrities wore to the Met Gala Fashion. This year the theme is Gilded Glamour, which honestly feels really appropriate to the plague times as they are the bourgeoisie heading to a $50,000 a person seat dinner. Obviously it's a fundraiser, but it is still $50,000 per seat. And I'm very happy in my role as symbolic serf where my entire entertainment for my day, maybe even week, is just looking at them. I say from my ivory tower drinking my matcha latte with my thrifted Vivienne Westwood necklace and my allergic eczema on only one of my eyes. Slay. So I have not seen any of the looks yet. This is going to be a blind reaction. This year I'm really looking forward to people doing better. Just generally, but it's specifically in the Met Gala, I'd like to see better outfits than I feel like we got for the last one. You can basically do whatever you want and some of them chose to just not do much at all. I would like to see Harry Styles doing something cool. I would like to see Rihanna in any capacity. I feel like the last few times Kim Kardashian, whether or not you like the look, it's always been really interesting. So I always appreciate the divisiveness and the controversy around that. But I have heard a rumor that Kim is meant to be wearing the Marilyn Monroe Happy Birthday Mr. President dress, and that could be a completely baseless rumor, but that would be very slay if she did that, in my opinion. I think that'd be really cool. And I'm also just excited to see Zendaya because she always does a good job. I think those are pretty optimistic hopes. Hopefully we can fill out my Met Gala bingo card. But before we get into reviewing some fashion looks, I would like to acknowledge my fashionable eyewear provided by today's sponsor, GlassesUSA.com. By cutting out the middleman, GlassesUSA.com offers over 10,000 prescription glasses and sunglasses, including in-house brands and designer brands at up to 70% off retail prices. GlassesUSA.com is a risk-free shopping experience that means free shipping, returns, and a 100% money-back guarantee within 14 days. We love to see it. If you are a Libra like me, or you just generally find it hard to pick, they have a quick quiz which can help you figure out which glasses suit you best based on your face shape and your needs. Now, I'm a perpetually online girly with a very small far-sighted prescription, so I was very keen to pick up something that would help me with that fatigued eye feeling with the hours I spend on the computer every day for work. Blue light lenses help protect your eyes and also include glare prevention and UV block. I'm also a bit of a notorious night owl, so anything I can do to minimize the amount of blue light I'm getting in my eyes before I go to bed is definitely something I'm interested in. If you're not a fan of the frames and you prefer wearing contact lenses, GlassesUSA.com has 25% off plenty of big name contact brands as well, which is great if you want to stock up. So I ended up picking 3 pairs. My new prescription is pretty minimal, but because I'm farsighted, it does actually affect how I see things close up to me, like the computer. So needless to say, between the new prescription and the blue light blocking, I'm pretty keen for my new specs. Huh? The ones I'm wearing are the Amelia E Tatiana, which I think are a nice kind of classic style. Glasses Lucy unlocked. How do we feel? Huh? I also picked up these super cute pastel ones, which are the Muse Athene, also with blue light blocking lenses because again, perpetually online. I also wanted to try something different and pick up some mirror style sunglasses. These are the Amelia E Demi in silver, which are kind of giving me Dior vibes, so I wanted to give them a go as well. So you can head to the GlassesUSA.com website by clicking the link in the description below, and thank you to them again for sponsoring today's video. All right, I'm looking at the Vogue article, and again, they're saying that this is a continuation of the celebration of the America, an Anthology of Fashion exhibition, but specifically the Gilded Glamour theme is meant to be approaching late 19th century clothing through a modern lens, which I feel like is a bit more specific than the last theme. The last theme was just sort of like American fashion, and that's quite a broad one. This is a more specific costume party, so I feel like there's less room for them to go completely buck wild. Okay, so first up we have Simone Ashley, and she looks absolutely stunning, first of all, but I wouldn't say this is particularly exciting to me, and the gallery doesn't show what designer any of the looks are, so if I want to check I'll have to look them up. But apparently this is Moschino. Again, not qualified. I don't know, I feel like it's really tame or normie for them. Again, totally stunning, looks beautiful, but typically with Jeremy Scott, who's the designer and like creative director for Moschino, I usually expect it to be a bit more out there, considering how cool some of their runways have been recently. Not off to a bad start though, it is cute. This is so cool. Okay, this is Chloe Bailey. I love Halle and Chloe, first off. This is so funky, fresh, fantastic, And, you know, I feel like on first glance, I was kind of like, it's not on theme, but taking into account, you know, some 19th century fashion had things like bustles and padding and like those kinds of silhouettes. It's kind of a really fun modern play on that. And obviously it's gold, gilded. I'm gonna have to look up every single designer because I want to know. What's the designer? Oh, it's Area. I really like Area as a designer. I love how girly and glamorous it is. And this makes sense. Not one fashion critic. The next thing I don't love, but I think this is a cool interpretation of the theme. Okay, next we have Naomi Campbell, and you know, for anything that I don't really love, I think I'm just gonna say that I'm too stupid to get it, and then I think that probably will cover it. Is that a logo? Is it, what designer is this? Tap, 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 tap. As of the moment, I can't see who the designer is. She looks incredible, but I don't get it. I'm sure when some information comes out about the designer and stuff later, I might get it. I love the makeup and the hair. I think that's really cool. But I think even with an explanation, I'm not going to say this is going to be the most memorable look. Wait, are Claire Danes and Hugh Dancy a couple? Yvain from Stardust and Will Graham are a couple? Oh my gosh, they've been together for like 13 years. They're so cute. Their looks are boring though. I love, but I don't love this look. Did you know Claire Danes and Hugh Dancy?
The best Met Gala was the camp one.
The best Met Gala was the camp one?
I'm an expert on Met Gala.
Who was your favourite look? Mine was Carly Kloss.
Harry Styles.
The one where he has the Kylie Ren pants? Was that year? Or was that last year?
You tell me.
I don't know. Did you know that Claire Danes and Hugh Dancy were married?
Hugh Dancy, like Hannibal.
Yeah.
Ella Enchanted.
What do you think of their Met Gala look?
Wait. That's not Will Graham, right? Or is it?
It is.
Why his hair?
Because we
Did he
never
straighten
see
his hair?
No, we just never see his forehead.
But he had curly hair.
Also,
in Hannibal.
you have to see this next one. I just started scrolling and I stopped. Ready for this next one?
There's another Jared Leto. Queen of Limes.
What is going on in this picture? So we have Alessandra Michele, who is the creative director, designer for Gucci, Jared Leto, and Dakota Johnson, who I really love. I don't like that she is standing next to Jared Leto, and I hope that she takes that same incredible, moderately confrontational energy that she gave to Ellen to Jared Leto. I mean, for menswear, at least this is something, because so often I feel like in menswear they play it safe. Do I think it's something good? Not particularly. I think Dakota Johnson looks incredible. It's kind of giving me though Casey Musgrave's Dua Lipa like pop star performance costume. I don't want to look at Jared Leto anymore. Moving on. Kate Moss looks incredible. Nothing to write home about. Maisie Williams. You look so good, Maisie. The makeup is cool, the hair is cool. I'm no historical fashion expert by any means, so don't expect that. Again, completely unqualified. But I do feel like this does speak to the theme. Again, I can't find any information on the designer, but the look is really similar to the look she wore for the last Met Gala, which again, similar theme. So it's sort of like a companion look, I feel like. Again, she's doing the blocked out brows and the kind of black dark hair. She looks really, really cool. And that look was designed by her boyfriend, from what I can find. So I think this might be designed by her boyfriend too. And I think it's cute. I just realized that there are 163 looks and I don't feel like all of them are worthy of discussion because I just look at them and they go, they look nice. And there's not much to say. So I'm gonna just skip some. Okay, Gigi Hadid. Wow. Is it really bad that the first reference that came to mind is that villain from the movie Robots? It's sort of a yassified version of that. I actually really liked Gigi Hadid's look at the last Met Gala. I thought it was very stylized and very her, but still on theme. And this one is Versace, and Versace's having a bit of a moment right now. I mean, I think it looks really good. It's really cool. It's very statement making. And I think the shape of the coat and the corset are kind of references to the undergarments and silhouette of the 19th century. I assume, again, my fashion history references, not good. Don't come looking at me for accuracy. But for the common person, the everyday surf, you know, plebeian who's watching the Met Gala, I'm like, ooh, that seems like it's on the theme. You know what I mean? To me, it is good and I enjoy it. Okay, Hailey Bieber. That is not a very good picture. It just kind of shows me the back. I hope there's something more happening at... I'm sorry, this doesn't excite me. I always just feel like with the Met Gala, you can kind of do as much as you want. So with this, I'm like, you could have done more. And this is just... Irina Shayk is wearing this kind of cool all black leather look. I do think this look is cool. I don't know if it's really something exciting and on theme for the Met Gala. I feel like with the Met Gala, there are so many times where I'm like, this look would be really cool and stand out in literally any other context. But at the Met Gala, it doesn't, you know? It's cool. I like the look. I don't love it for the Met Gala. Okay. Next up, we have Miranda Kerr, who is a local Brisbane icon. She went to school in my city. Obviously, she's Australian. And this look is incredibly boring. I feel like with all of these looks, they're all some of the most incredibly glamorous and beautiful people in the world, so it's never that they don't look good. Like, she looks incredible, but it's a bit boring, right? Good. Great. This is what I want. So this is Bad Bunny. I'm not super familiar with his music, but this is on theme and he looks good, but it's also kind of comical. I kind of wish every year could just be the camp theme. Okay, thank you, Bad Bunny. So we also have Madeleine Petsch, who is star of Riverdale, which is one of TV's best written shows. Impeccable writing.
Oh, I'll be there. Insufferable Smurf.
I feel like with all the Riverdale girls, I enjoy their Met Gala looks because they are fun. They're not too serious, but they're also, you know, pretty and youthful, and it kind of works with them. The collaboration between the designer and them as individual celebs, I feel like it works well. I feel like this tracks with Madeleine Petsch's Met Gala look from the last Met Gala, in that I think she looks absolutely stunning and it's a really gorgeous look, and it is relatively on theme. Like, if we were doing a tier list for Met Gala looks, they would go into at least B tier, if not A tier, because I just think they're really pretty looks and they do feel at least like they match the energy of the theme. And I feel like with the Met Gala, even if you're not on theme but you do something, a look is created, I can appreciate it. When you don't dress to theme and you don't create a look, like, again, I'm so sorry, the lovely Miranda Kerr, it feels really lackluster. So this is cool. I like that. Lenny Kravitz. This is what I think Harry Styles was trying to do with this particular Met look. I think this is a better execution of that. This is very slay. Okay, next up is Serena Carpenter, who is wearing my favorite combination of clothing, which is little top, big bottom. It is on theme in that it's, you know, gold, it's gilded, it's glittery. Don't know if it's particularly exciting beyond that. I think it looks good, absolutely. And again, this is the kind of thing where I'm like, if you wore this to the VMAs, incredible. But it is the Met Gala, and I feel like it is the one night a year where people can maybe strive to be more than just incredibly hot, stunning, talented individuals. Separate to it being Met Gala though, I do think this look is cool. Next up is Megan Thee Stallion, and initially when I was looking at this from afar, I felt like it was more of the Heavenly Bodies theme, but when you look at her dress up close, it kind of just looks like sequins from far away, but when you look up close, it has this really gorgeous embroidery and kind of appliques. It's really, really pretty. I don't know if I love the feather shouldery things, but overall I think it suits her and I think she looks great. Do you love how every one of these looks is just me being like, but she looks great? Again, completely unqualified. So next up is Nicola Coughlan. I think I pronounced that correctly. I'm a fan, and this look is so gorgeous. First of all, I'm obsessed with her makeup. That really soft blushy eyeshadow, but with like the dark liner. I want to recreate that immediately. That look is so, so pretty. I'm a sucker for a pink and black color pairing, but the little bejeweled flowers with the feathers off them, and she's wearing rings and bracelets on top of evening gloves. She looks incredible. And see, the thing is, she could have just done this look without the feathers and it would have been like a really pretty evening wear, you know, look, again, inspired by the time period, but they put the feathers on and it just pushes it over into like iconic Met Gala territory for me. Queen has executed on the theme. She looks so, so good. I feel like that is the first one today where when I saw the picture, I was both visibly and audibly moved. Let me know what you think of that look, because I think that look is such a good way to take on the theme, make it fun, make it fashion. It's just nailed it. Elon Musk has done a really good job at dressing to theme here because he's come as an unhinged oligarch. Looks great. Ben Platt, obviously Dear Evan Hansen, or as RuPaul would say, Dear.
I saw Dear Evan Hansen on Broadway, and Ben Platt, who plays Dear.
We can say what we're going to say about nepotism babies, but I do think that this is a good look. I like the corset kind of around the waist. I like the pearl chain. Again, it's menswear. I personally don't really get excited by it, but I think this is good. Okay, I was kind of waiting to see where Billie Eilish would pop up, and here she is, and I quite like this look. Like, this is yassified Lydia Deetz wedding hair, is it not? I love this color combo on her. The kind of soft green with that creamy ivory sort of color and the soft purple of that flower. Okay, I was looking at my computer and I thought that was a flower she was holding, but I see it is in fact attached to her outfit. And that slightly changes my opinion of it, but not overly. And you know, I don't think it's like the most exciting, but I think it is a really good interpretation of the theme combined with Billie's kind of pop persona. I think she looks really gorgeous and it's very her. Phoebe Bridgers is wearing a dress, and the dress itself does fit the theme, but again, it's not really like costume ball vibes, it's just sort of like nice red carpet vibes. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw this picture of Kris Jenner, I did think it was Lisa Rinna. So I'll be honest, I don't really understand Kris Jenner's red carpet fashion choices a lot of the time. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that I feel like Kris Jenner is someone who I think designers could have a little bit more fun with. It's a nice color. Slay. Oh my god, okay. Cody Smit-McPhit, aka star of Power of the Dog, which if you haven't seen it, incredible movie, highly recommend. I have no idea how this relates to the theme, except for maybe gloves. But this is so funny to me. To wear a shirt with what seems like a bedazzled brooch, jeans, and red gloves, honestly, go off. I love this. It makes hardly any sense to me, but I deeply enjoy it. So thank you, Cody. You've made my day. That's so good. So I am not familiar with Paloma Elsesser. I did just look her up and apparently she is a plus size model, but I did notice her outfit and I think it is really gorgeous and a really fun interpretation of the theme. The colors are amazing. I like the hairstyling, the accessories, the corsetry with the sheer paneling on the sides and the embroidery on the fabric. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. So shout out to Paloma, you look great. Like Paloma will see this, probably not. Bradley Cooper is a man wearing a shirt. Cool, I just wanted to mention him because I just wanted to say that I don't think that Nightmare Alley was very good. So next up we have Ho-Yeon Jung, obviously from Squid Game, but she's also a really talented and successful model, and she looks amazing. I do not understand how this is related to the theme at all. Like, I have been looking at this picture for a couple of minutes trying to get it, and I don't, and that's okay. She looks incredible, and maybe I'm missing something, but otherwise I don't know if this works for this Met Gala theme, but I'm just happy she's there because she deserves it and I love her. I wasn't totally sure who Chloe Fineman was, but then I think she is an SNL cast member and she's also in Search Party, which I watched a few episodes of. Don't love that. Next, Stromae is at the Met Gala, which is really lovely to see because he is a very talented musician and artist. I think his look is really cool. The bejeweled kind of ruffled cravat at his collar is really cool. The embroidery on the sort of cloak piece on top of his suit is really cool. I think this look is really good. A shout out to Stromae. Okay, I did not know who Frederick Robertson is, but from my cursory Googling, it just seems like he is a fashion man. And more importantly, everyone mistook him for Jared Leto. But that's unfortunate both for Frederick Robertson that people would think that he's Jared Leto, because... And it's also unfortunate for Jared Leto because Frederick Robertson looks really cool and I'm sure he wishes he looked this cool. I don't, again, entirely know how this is exactly to the theme. I think it's Iris Van Herpen from what I can tell. Again, if you don't have something that's exactly to the theme of the Met Gala, if you wear something cool enough, people won't really get mad because you did something cool. I feel like that could just be the Met Gala slogan. Met Gala. Just do something cool. I'm sure there's an interpretation of this look that, you know, connects to the theme. I don't know if I necessarily see it, but it is the kind of thing where I'm like, well, you look very cool, and I almost entirely forgot about what the theme was by looking at you because I was blinded by your coolness. So, whatever. Just to let you know, I am skipping a lot of men in suits. Another man in suit, Jack Harlow. Jack Harlow is giving White Boy of the Month in Givenchy. Congratulations to Jack Harlow, you are White Boy of the Month. I paused on this just because Vogue named her as Grace Moretz and not Chloe Grace Moretz, so I don't know if that is an error or if this is, she's just going by Grace Moretz now. Either way, this is a really great version of, you know, doing Met Gala and not necessarily doing a gown. I feel like the whole look just comes together really well with kind of the jacket. It's really gorgeous and embroidered and decadent, and kind of the scarf underneath again kind of speaks to that period dressing, but the pants are more modern, and her hair and makeup is sort of playing on that more coiffed look that you would see in, you know, period menswear. So yeah, I think this is a kind of understated but cool Met Gala look. Shout out to Grace Moretz. Michelle Yeoh is wearing a Prabal Gurung. Obviously, she starred in Everything Everywhere All at Once, which has gotten rave reviews as it should. Her performance is incredible. Is this dress really costume ball themed to me? No. But again, I'm just happy to see her here. She looks beautiful, stunning. She's a star. Moving on. Yes. Okay, Evan Mock, who stars in the Gossip Girl reboot, which personally I actually think is good. I know lots of people feel that it's not good. I watched the original, I watched the new one. I think they're both good in their own ways. Evan Mock is wearing a very cool outfit, and this is very good. Thank you, Evan Mock. The pink hair, the kind of peak of skin, where the tailored shirt and the pants kind of have like a little gap. Like it's a modern, may I say sexy? I feel like with the ruffle collar, I am clinically not allowed to say it's sexy, but he could have dialed this down a bit, but he did not, so therefore he gets points. Also, I think his pose in this picture is very funny and endearing. Emma Stone in Louis Vuitton. This to me is kind of like Louis Vuitton looking at their rack and just kind of seeing what they have already that fits close enough to the theme. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure that's not what happened, but that's kind of how it feels. Again, some more celebs in Louis Vuitton. This is Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner. I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy for their love. Kisses. His look is giving me kind of Vegas Elvis, and her look is not doing much for me. I'm so sorry. I don't like these. Yeah, no. Sebastian Stan is wearing a look that I did not expect from him. This is funny to me because the overall kind of look of all the pieces he's wearing are very modern, and they just happen to be in a very neon pink, and I have no idea at all how this relates to the theme in any capacity. I'm hesitant to give him, you know, like good marks for this because it technically is not the theme at all. And I don't think just because male celebrities decide to do something, you know, a millimeter above the bare minimum, we should give them claps. But this is, I don't know why he's done it, but I don't hate that he did it. Oh my gosh. Yes, this is so good. This is Gemma Chan, and I'm Googling what designer she is wearing immediately because that is so cool. So this is actually probably one of my favorites I've seen so far, and guess what? It's Louis Vuitton. The pendulum, it swings so far in both directions. I really did not like, I would even go so far as, hate is a strong word. I don't really hate much of anything, but I really did not like that Joe Jonas and Sophie Turner, both Louis Vuitton look. But I love this one. The like super structural hip pads is so cool, and like again, it's a really interesting connection to the theme. The leather jacket with that really gorgeous jewel beading. This goes into some of my top looks, and I know that I still have not seen a bunch of looks that I know will exist because I haven't seen celebrities that I assume will be there, but that look is great. Shout out to Gemma Chan, love you, can't wait to see you in Crazy Rich Asians too. So then we have Camilla Cabello, and she's wearing Prabal Gurung, and it seems like the dress is sort of padded, like the way it's falling, it looks like there's a really thick layer of fabric, or it's padded in some, so it sort of looks a bit kind of like a doona. And I know padding and bustles were a hallmark of some of those 19th century styles, but I don't, I mean, the flowers are cute, I guess, but I don't know why I'm saying that. I don't really like it. I'm sorry, I don't like this one. I said I wasn't going to talk about menswear, but I'm just seeing some, this is Shawn Mendes. I just talked about Camilla. Here's Shawn. He's on the set for Once Upon a Time. It's giving Disney. It's Tommy Hilfiger, apparently. Technically, I suppose it is to the theme, maybe. You know, it does seem like he's wearing a period-inspired outfit, but how yellowy gold those buttons are, it does kind of look like he's in like a play. It's a costume ball, and it's definitely giving the costume part. Kieran Culkin is wearing dual menswear, and it is just a suit with sneakers, but I also feel like if he is just coming as his character Roman Roy from Succession, then it would actually feel accurate to the theme. And my favorite media menace, James Corden, is wearing a suit. Nothing to say. Thank you, James. Okay, Blake Lively, who's one of the co-chairs of the event, is wearing Versace, and I don't know if I get it. What is going on here? Okay, so apparently it was a transforming look. Like, it started out with the big rusty colored kind of coppery bow, and then she took it off and it was the blue underneath. I feel like this one is a grower. Like, I'm looking at it right now and I'm not obsessed with it, but I feel like it might grow on me. I don't know. I don't know if I love the geometric pattern. Okay, from looking at it, it seems like there is a whole story to the dress and how it relates to the Statue of Liberty. There are some spikes on a bracelet that represent the spikes on the Statue of Liberty. I'm not American and I only know sort of the thing about Statue of Liberty. France gave it to them as a gift, and then it was like originally copper and it went like green. That very iconic teal color is meant to be like the patina on the Statue of Liberty, so I get it. That does make it better, not gonna lie. Without the story, I was kind of like, okay. With the story, I'm like, okay, I'm more on board with it. I'll have to mentally marinate on that one, but shout out to storytelling. That's fun. Okay, I finally found Emma Chamberlain's look, and I knew she was still the Louis Vuitton ambassador, and it also seems to be Cartier jewelry. I think this does a good job of being on theme. I don't know if I particularly personally like it. I like the bodice part. That part I think is cool. I'm not so sure about the white skirt shirt thing. It's doing that thing that I have found with the Louis Vuitton looks that I don't like, where I'm just kind of confused by it, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's fun to have discussion and discourse in fashion, and currently my brain discourse is that I don't really like it very much. I like the bodice and I like the jewelry and I like her makeup and hairstyling and everything. I just don't feel like it really connects. For my personal taste, it's not really my thing, but I think Emma can pull it off because she's a fashion girly and I respect her for it. Okay, here it is. Pete Davidson and Kim Kardashian, and it looks like Kim is in fact wearing the vintage Marilyn Monroe Happy Birthday Mr. President dress, and it looks good on her, and I think this is a really clever, kind of culturally interesting moment. Interestingly, and believe me, I know the dress is iconic, but as the way it's photographed here, it really doesn't stand out among the other guests, but I think what it symbolically represents in terms of, you know, the controversy around Kim compared to the controversy around Marilyn. There have been some interesting articles and TikToks and kind of think pieces about this, and I'm sure there will be more in the days to follow after Met Gala, because even though I know a lot of people didn't like her last Met Gala look, I did like it because I thought it made a really interesting point that even though Kim could be completely covered from head to toe, we would all know it's Kim Kardashian because we know what Kim looks like and she's so iconic within, you know, the American, if not global, pop culture lexicon. When I heard the rumor about this as an idea, I just thought it was a genius move for her and storytelling, you know, who she is as a brand and as a celebrity. I think it's very clever. Bella Hadid in Burberry. I don't really know what's going on with that pearl anklet. Yeah, I think where they were trying to go with this. I don't really like it. I'm sorry. I see that there's sort of the mix of the corsetry and the lace and the pearls, and I just feel like it's sort of come out a bit half-baked, in my opinion. It's not my favorite. Not my cup of tea, unfortunately. Nicki Minaj is also in Burberry, and I feel like it is similar to Bella Hadid's in that it is not really on the theme. I feel like this is somehow more on theme. You know, they're equally not on theme, but I feel like this is a bit more interesting, sort of. Okay, yeah, you know what, they're both fine. Whatever. Sydney Sweeney is wearing Tory Burch, and I really feel like Sydney Sweeney had the capacity to do something like more. I feel like Sydney Sweeney has the kind of star quality to pull off something a bit more daring, a bit more interesting, but she looks beautiful, so. Oh my gosh, Lizzo is wearing a Tom Brown. Lizzo has a flute out. The black and gilded gold thing I think is a very easy thing to do, but this is like, it's a statement. It's so cool. And I'm not sure if it's pants or a skirt, but there seems to be a cutout, almost like a garter kind of thing, connecting the top part of her dress to the bottom. I think it's really beautifully executed and she looks stunning and it does fit the theme and it is a moment. So shout out. SZA is wearing Vivienne Westwood and she looks so good. That beautiful pink corseted gown with what seems to be a bustle. I feel like a lot of celebrities are scared of the costume element of the costume ball because they want to look nice, and I totally respect that. And to be honest, if I was a hot celebrity, I would also just be completely content with looking hot. That would be great. But I feel like here, she still looks beautiful, glamorous, sexy, attractive, but she has a hat, she's got latex gloves, she's got the cool boots, she's got the corsetry detail. She is on theme. She looks stunning. Good job, SZA. Rosalia is wearing Givenchy. I think this is really pretty. I initially just saw a picture of only the back of the dress and I was like, oh, it's giving gown. It's just giving gown. But the front of this is absolutely incredible, stunning, and like flawless. And again, you can do gown. You can do beautiful gown and still do the theme. So this is great. Olivia Rodrigo is wearing Versace. I feel like this is a look that is very true to Olivia Rodrigo. I think it's a very classic red carpet look, and I think there have been attempts made with the gloves and the butterflies to bring it on theme. I don't think it successfully does that. Again, at any other red carpet event, this would be stunning and probably one of my favorites, but this is also the Met Gala, so. Kendall Jenner is wearing Prada, and it is a see-through crop top with a big, huge skirt with a massive train and also no eyebrows. Now, I don't want to create a blanked out eyebrow double standard, because I did like Maisie Williams' look and I like how she looked without the eyebrows. She's done that with her first look and she did it again with her second look. I feel like here, I don't know if taking away the eyebrows added to the look in any other way than for them to try and communicate that this is fashion. But I feel like they probably looked at it, you know, she was just trying on the dress and they're like, we need to do something to make this like less pretty and more fashion because you just look pretty. So they took her eyebrows away. I don't know why that's my headcanon for this Met Gala moment. And with the bleach brow look, like she does look good, don't get me wrong, like it is fashion. I just feel like I don't know how the bleach brow look in this particular case, in this particular outfit, made it more to the theme. I mean, I like it. I think sort of like her last Met Gala look, Kendall's last Met Gala look. I really like that dress, but then, you know, when they tried to be like, how does this fit the theme? And they were kind of like, oh, you know, movies. You know, I've been in that situation where I've been to a costume party and I didn't really have a costume for the costume party and I kind of forgot and we did something last minute, and then you're trying to convince the host why your look is related to a costume party. Like they're like, did you, like, I can see you're in a costume, like you are wearing something, but is it on theme? And you're like, yeah, definitely. It's kind of that vibe. I don't know. And again, any other red carpet event, stunning, fabulous, probably one of the best looks there, but Met Gala, it's got knobs on it. It's a bit tricky. Cardi B is wearing Versace, and I think probably the most literal interpretation of Gilded Glamour, where she is simply gilded head to toe in gold medallions and gold and glamour. And she looks great. It's true to what we have seen from Cardi B, it is true to Versace, it is true to the theme. I feel like all the designers are trying to think about like how they're gonna do like their very special, specific interpretation of the theme. And I just appreciate it sometimes when one person is just like, it's Gilded Glamour. I'm doing Gilded Glamour. Shout out Cardi B, thank you. I was going to end it there with Cardi B because I felt like that was a fitting ending, but I did refresh and there are some more looks. So I'm just gonna go rapid fire and just make a noise that I feel like sums up my reaction to each of these looks. Huh? Oh. Ooh. 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 Oh. Yay. And with that, that is all of the thoughts I have on the 2022 Met Gala red carpet. Let me know down below if you had a particular favorite look that I didn't mention, or if you had a least favorite look that you feel like needs to be discussed. I'd love to have a chat in the comments below. We can enjoy this cultural moment in time, have fun. If you'd like to see more fashion related content and you would like to critique my looks on the regular, as I did with all of these incredibly successful, talented people who will be in no way affected by any of my thoughts at all, then feel free to subscribe for more content. The link to my socials will be in the description box below. I do a little something different on every platform. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and obviously here we are watching YouTube, so feel free to check me out there as well. And thank you again to today's sponsor, glassesusa.com. You can click the link down in the description box below to visit their website. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.